To live and die in LA. That's the place for me.
Right artist, wrong album.
I don't care.
We already did that Machiavelli. Y'all make sure y'all check that out first and foremost. Second, welcome.
Hey.
Shout out Patreon. Shout out everybody in YouTube land. This is part 2 of our Tupac
Well, I
All Eyes
mean,
on Me reaction.
I was about to say it's gonna be part 3 of Tupac, but definitely this 2 of All Eyes on Me.
Absolutely, man. It's your man CJ Williams.
I'm QB.
And welcome again. If you're watching on YouTube, tap into the Patreon. You get the full unedited version.
Yeah,
Straight through.
you get all these ad libs.
All that. The whole song. We sit here, we chop it up the whole time. Super dope. Salute to everyone on Patreon. Thank you for tapping in.
For sure.
Let's get straight to it. I mean, we already kind of gave a precursor to the album. It did crazy numbers, lost rap album of the year, all that good shit. We already did that on part 1. So
There's your recap.
Yeah, that's the recap. The end. It's Pac. It's the last album he had before he passed away, but not the last album that he had full control over, because he had control over Machiavelli too.
Right.
But creative control. I mean, so without further ado, and to be clear, you haven't heard this. For the people that didn't see our other video,
Yeah.
this is new.
This is completely.
This is a little before your time.
Are there any singles on here I might know?
A lot of I think you've probably heard "Picture Me Rolling."
And Thug Passion.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you might have heard that. Okay.
I feel like I heard Thug Passion before, but yeah. So
disc 1 was definitely heavy on the singles for sure. I Ain't Mad at You, California Love,
Facts.
2 of America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
It was super heavy on that. So that's a good question.
You know what?
You've probably heard that Wonder Why You Call You Bitch, but you just probably heard Make It a Stallion version.
Or rather be an NIGGA, is that one?
That's I mean, excuse me.
Okay.
That's the one I meant. I'm sorry.
Okay, because I know the chorus for that one.
Yeah.
But do I no, let's run it. Can't see me.
You can't see me. That's what he said. Let's check it out.
Give me my money in stacks and lace my bitches with John figures. Real niggas fingers on nickel plated non-triggers. Been getting word that these square motherfuckers with nerves saying they can get with us, but picture me getting served. Niggas can't see.
Did you know you can't see Pac?
Well,
I don't know if you didn't know that before now.
I can't see him now, but yeah.
Can't see George Clinton either.
Well,
You don't want to see him.
or Flavor Flav.
Or Dre on here. You don't want to see none of them. What you think about Can't See Me? What do you think about them kicking off disc 2 in this manner?
I'm really happy they did it. It was very energetic, and I like that because coming off of that last song from this one.
What's your phone number?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So I'm glad when I hop in or I pop in disc 2,
Yeah.
it's full of energy. Like I like that. It's like
West
how
Coast energy too.
like GNX started out, and I was like, oh shit, like
The build up.
no,
that was the whacked out murals.
yeah, yeah. But he came out with a ton of energy, so I really like that about it.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that he sustained it like throughout the 3 verses. George Clinton, as an addition, I'm here for it just because of the whole G-Funk era, and that's where we at. So
Yeah, like heavy G-Funk influence, or P-Funk, I guess, with George Clinton. They just flipped it to G-Funk.
yeah,
But Dre did his thing again. We mentioned this on disc 1. Didn't mention Dre's name a lot. So it's cool out the gate that we get to mention him on the album. I swear, I said this on the first one, if there's a 15-track Dre and Pac album somewhere, somebody please put it out. I don't know why y'all babysitting it. But we needed that. The world needed that. I think it would have been dope. That's kind of the one thing we were robbed of.
Gotta be careful, can't let the evil of the money trap me. So when you see me, nigga, you better holler at me. Are you confused? You wonder how it feels to walk a mile inside the shoes of a nigga who don't have a thing to lose?
You better beware where you lay. You better not find where you stay.
So what kind of information got you contemplating? Heartbreaking, eliminating with this conversation. Criminal minds of a young black brother doing time. So many brothers framed in this dirty game. It's the same, so much pressure on my brain while she blame me.
Nigga, no.
we never want to hear you say the word nigga again. Then what happened?
Yeah, you mad? Oh shit! All right, holla at me. Listen, he told 3 different stories on. I mean, 3 different. He addressed 3 situations of people that he needed to talk to.
Okay.
He like, y'all, you got to holler at me. His ex homeboy,
Mm-hmm.
friend turned foe.
Damn.
Yeah. Biggie, Puff in the second verse, and then the sexual assault accuser in the third verse.
Yeah.
He need to die. He wants to have a conversation.
Let's talk. Meanwhile, you better beware where you lay.
Yeah.
We better not find where you stay.
Hey man, listen. I gotta holler at you in one way or another. If I gotta come to you,
one way or another. Like,
I can't drop a pen. This is 96, 95, whatever.
Well, they had phones, pay phones,
MapQuest.
Right? Click, 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 click. I know that. I know where you are. I think this was Tupac. He was on his YN right here because I think there's a certain recklessness with which Tupac makes records, and he just doesn't care, and that like is part of the appeal to him. Like, I'm just gonna lay it out there and be raw with it. I do have a problem with you specifically, and like even though he doesn't necessarily mention their names, you know exactly what he's talking about. Right. There's no subtweet in Tupac's like vocabulary.
Yeah.
You like, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm following up with that with the energy behind it. When you say like the recklessness, it's almost, you can actually feel that in the flow in the verses. Like, it's just rapid fire. It kind of reminds me in a very loose way. I don't want nobody to take, you just compared who to
say what you saying.
It reminds me of like NBA YoungBoy. It reminds me of like the Baby, like the energy and the kind of not giving a fuck that they rap with that very like distinct flow. It reminds me of they're like newer versions of that. Not as talented, not as prolific, not any of that shit.
They still got time though.
Not any of that shit, and they never will be. With all due respect, but. It kind of gives me that, and that second verse is just signature Pac flow.
Picture me rolling in my 500 Benz. I got no love for these niggas. There's no need to be friends. Mama, I'm still thugging. The world is a war zone. My homies is inmates, and most of them dead grown. See that? Move to the side a little bit so you can get a clear picture. I got keys coming from overseas. Cost a nigga 200 G's. All that jealousy and envy coming from my enemies. While I'm sipping on remix.
Picture me rolling. Classic guitar lick. Classic production. It's iconic. As soon as people hear that, they know exactly what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
It's a fan favorite. One of the stronger on the second disc, in my humble opinion.
Okay. Shout out Johnny J on the production. I like that one. That was a fun record. CPO.
Like, very unique.
What is happening?
Yeah.
But
almost sound like Humpty Hump.
That's exactly what it. Somebody has a line like, I even put it on my first black president, and that's who also it sounded like to me, but I cannot think of that person's name.
Hell if I know.
Anyway, I couldn't think of it, but I liked it. It was fun. It also, Picture Me Rolling reminded me of that Big Timer song, like I'm Still Fly.
Okay, yeah.
And when he started doing that roll call, I was like, what if Young Thug had a song like this?
Oh shit!
Coming out of jail, like first day out, fresh day out, like,
yeah, that'd be hard.
I mean, he's kind of late now because he's been out like out here courtside with his woman, but
that'd be hard. That would have been hard.
Yeah.
One of my favorite features on the album, Big Sight. Love his verse. People have flipped that. I got keys coming from overseas. I think. Damn, who was it? C Murder? Somebody don't know. Let me C Murder or P. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a dope feature. So glad the Outlaws weren't on it. That would have hurt. I'd have been like, fuck.
I know it was.
Talk to me.
It was Snoop Dogg on that song with Lil Duval, Smile Bitch. When he's like, put that on my first black president. That was what CPO's flow reminded me of.
That's funny.
Just a tad.
Not random at all.
Yeah, I know, but
Fucking with niggas that's insecure. Water down, my shit is pure. Write down my number, but don't call me till you're sure.
Me down if you won't, and miss the chance to do it live. When I stroll by, I see that look in your eye.
You might think you're happy with him, but that's a lie. So give this thug a try. It's a matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life, cause these busters ain't loving you right. Now many questions are often asked. A drop top, 500 bins and plenty cash to help a nigga get the ass. IGGA,
yo nigga.
Shout out to the background vocals.
I
now.
mean,
They filled in the gaps like perfectly.
she did good.
Yeah, I thought it was well put together. It's like stacked just right.
Yeah.
In comparison to his, I thought that's one of my favorite joints on there too. It's a fire joint.
I like it. I like that this is the third song that was kind of tapered down, but
True, but not like put you to
doesn't
sleep.
get lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I felt like this was kind of interesting because we had Wonder Why They Call You Bitch earlier, and like he's like referring to himself as a nigga
Right.
in not necessarily derogatory terms, but it's considered a derogatory term, whatever. So it's just, you know, more layers to Pac.
Yeah, this is just I don't want to be your boyfriend
Basically.
or your man, but we can kick it though. We still can spend time.
Can we kick it?
We just can't make it official.
Yes, we can. Okay. Well,
We can have a situationship.
they just fucking, bro.
I mean, I'm
They
fuck
just-
buddies.
Get drunk and smoke weed all day. Yeah,
There you go.
we just hanging out.
Hey,
We
man.
just doing it.
Vibing.
What's the sport coat? I don't need that. You can ride out with sport coat.
How you feel about Megan's flip?
I like it. I appreciate what she did. What she did on the, you know, that made-
I'd rather be your bitch. She's reclaiming it
right.
the same way.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the same.
That's sure. Yeah, sure. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all the same.
Yeah, she just made a song. I mean, let's say plenty of songs, but she calls her bitch. They're referring to each other as bitches and
Yeah,
themselves as bitches. So they're like doesn't necessarily have this. I mean, maybe it does have the same impact because this wasn't really groundbreaking material at the
Right.
time anyway. It's just like an interesting flip and a way to use some old source material.
There you go.
Bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Till I die, live the life of a boss player. Cause even when I'm high, fuck with me and get crossed later. The future's in my eyes. So much trouble in the world, nigga. Ain't nobody feel your pain. Where you going, I've been there, came back, it's lonely, homie. Steady flowing against the grave, niggas still don't know me.
Big Psych again. They clearly got close.
That's what I was thinking. Big Sight got a lot of airtime on this. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost a collab album at this point. Like, Big Sight, what was you doing? Like, were you? I don't know.
Best
but
of both worlds. Big Psych, Pac.
Big Sight got it in though. He didn't.
He snapped though.
I was about to say he doesn't mess anything up. Like he just
Get in where he fit in.
exactly, and it
Yeah.
feels good. Doesn't feel random. Doesn't feel like forced.
My boy said the world's changing every day. Time's moving fast. My girl said I need a raise. How long will she last? Woo!
That's a bar. That's a bar for everybody, man.
I'm caught between my woman, my pistol, and my chips. Put it on a shirt. Nah, I fuck with this song. Obviously, like you said, the producer, instantly recognizable guitar lick. That's a sample, but still, Pac made it recognizable for our generation.
Facts.
So yeah, that's another win, another
Yeah,
W.
I really
classic
like
song.
this. Exactly, it's a classic song. You can't go wrong with it. Like you put that one on it, you're gonna let it ride.
And that's another one you riding too.
Yeah, it's on the playlist.
There's a lot of top down. Like
Yeah.
you could tell, it feels like he recorded this in Cali. You know what I mean? Like with the window, with the view.
The studio had a window.
He might record this in a drop top. That's how it feels. It feels that authentic to it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I like what Pac did here, and he's just telling you again like how he's just living his life. But I got a lot of pressure, and this is how I'm dealing with it.
Yep.
So
And all eyes on me. It's a lot of eyes.
mental health is important.
There you go.
Simply because you're nervous, let me start off with my conversation. Hoping my information alleviates the hesitation. I guess I'm with the beat, but baby, listen. I know you grown, but pay attention. Let me hypnotize you with my tongue kissing. Let me activate your blood pressure. This thug pleasure help the average man love better.
For the last track of All Eyes on Me, your thoughts are?
This doesn't necessarily wrap it up for me. It doesn't sum it up. Doesn't really stick the landing as a last track on a double album. But I'm not mad at the song itself. I'll say
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah, like if this would have been number 8,
Yeah, fine, totally fine.
whereas What's Your Phone Number should have never even been recorded.
Oh, I don't even know what that was.
But I agree. I like bodies of work, and in order for something to be like a true body of work, there has to be like a beginning, middle, and end. It doesn't have to be like narrative. I'm just saying it needs to feel like a last song.
Yeah.
Similar to I Ain't Mad At You would have been the perfect last song.
Yeah.
To this one.
Right.
Or shit, it might have been the perfect last song to all of this shit, honestly.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't, I'm with you, it doesn't give me that. But it's also a double disc, which is basically a playlist in 2025. So, like, does it have to? Because you can really put this on and just press shuffle, and it's like give you the same vibe.
Yeah, I
mean, you know what
I
mean?
would say, yeah, fortunately and unfortunately, it would give you the same vibe. If I'm going off disc 2 only, I might put Picture Me Rolling as a last track.
Ooh.
Like,
okay.
Just because then he shouts out all the like people who could picture her rolling, I feel like that
feels
like an end of a double disc or even a disc,
like a conclusion of some sort, like
this
a send off.
Heaven Ain't Hard to Find with this content doesn't feel like
he wasn't even talking about heaven, he was talking about
exactly. So it's like,
I'm with you.
Yeah,
damn, that'd have been, I ain't gonna lie, that would have been, Picture Me Rolling would have been a fire closer.
A&R QB,
man, listen, we are available
hire us
for your A&R services.
Right.
So that was Tupac, All Eyes on Me, disc 2. Let us know, which disc do you prefer? Disc 1, disc 2, off the head.
Whole disc. Let me look back at the track list.
Yeah, take a look back, and which one are you feeling? Disc 1 had the big, like, heavy swinger joints, bro. Like,
yeah, they did. It does.
Hitters.
I'm going with disc 2.
I'm leaning disc 2.
I'm leaning disc 2 because I like the vibey songs on it, and of course I like the way it opened. Can't See Me was that shit.
Yeah,
so
that shit.
And really, even the ones that you called out as skips,
which was only like 1 or 2.
There were 2.
Okay.
They are skips. The Outlaws, they didn't really add anything to it.
But it's not enough to.
Yeah, it's not enough for me to like put it in the bin.
That's fair. But this one's is top heavy as fuck though. Yeah. But then again, those are all like radio songs, so we've heard them 10,000 times.
California Love remix.
Yeah, it's that's deep. Y'all let us know which one do y'all prefer. We do have a comment of the day. Shout out to Brian0007. He said, QB, don't listen to CJ. Stay away from that terrible Silk the Shocker Made album. LOL.
Appreciate it. Somebody save me from Silk the Shocker. Like, because
it's inevitable.
I'm getting a lot of, you guys should listen to.
It's gonna happen.
Bruh. Thank you, Brian.
It's gonna happen.
He's looking out. Thank you.
We gotta make it happen. At least charge it to the game, though.
The credit card.
We gotta charge that to the game.
Yeah, man. We waiting on that album cover ranking. Just by the way, CJ.
Say no more.
Yeah.
No Limit album cover ranking. I'm gonna get it started on that right now. I'll do that for y'all. If y'all do us a favor, check out the merch shop. We've got a couple of labels represented on there. We've got Death Row. Mm-hmm. You're obviously a fan if you just got through watching this. And we've got Cash Money. Shop with us. Support the channel.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for tuning in. This has been another QB's first time reaction to.
That's what we call it.
I get another DM like, Q, you haven't heard?
No, you have not.
Look, okay, that's the point. That's the whole point, man. But it's been fun, and thank you for tapping in with us on Patreon and YouTube. We see you guys next time.
Peace.